and welcome back to Unicorn Dust Designs. And if you're new here, hi, my name is Sammy. Thank you for choosing to click this video. On this channel, we do DIYs, wood signs, and there's always tons of laughter to be had. So if you think you would enjoy that, then make sure to stick around because today is Try It Tuesday and I got some awesome DIYs to show you. So let's go ahead and get into the video.
All right, so this one is inspired by Shannon, the daily DIYer. I'm all about the simplicity right now, you guys, and making things easy, quick, but beautiful. So I am taking the garden fence. This one's actually from Dollar General. It is $2, but if you can't find them at Dollar Tree, at least you know there's another option. I'm then going to take my wood burning tool and I am going to burn the stakes off and then the little clips on the side off. Now, I don't know about the Dollar Tree ones because I haven't worked with them yet, or I have. I think they're thinner. You might be able to cut them with scissors. I think Shannon used like gardening shears to clip them off, but there are other ways other than my wood burning tool, but I will say they give you some straight lines. Then I took it outside, I spray painted it white, and now I'm taking the large paint stir sticks, and since one didn't fit all the way across, I took two of them, measured them so that they would be nice and even, and then I'm going to stack them on top of each other and cut them with my table saw, miter saw thingy-majigger, okay? All right, now I'm taking ISP, which it sounds so weird saying that stain color, but that is what I'm going to use for the stain on our projects today. And I'm going to set those aside. Now, you guys, I'm a fool, okay? So I took this rack, as Shannon did, and in my mind, I thought she glued this on. Okay, well, she didn't. She used zip ties, which one would be way easier and two, a lot more sturdy. So do as she says, not as I say. Okay. So you'll see right here, I get my Gorilla Glue out. I am dousing it with that. Then I put some hot glue and then I am going to put it behind the fencing here. So this is where I was like, how can this be sturdy? Because the back of the fence is hollow. So there was only so many points where they touched each other. So her using the zip ties is the way to go, friends, okay? See, I'm just like you guys. When you guys watch my videos and then you try to attempt something and then you're like, oh, why did she make that look so much easier? These are the reasons why, I just wasn't paying attention. So I just put more hot glue anywhere that the two pieces touched. And then I flipped it back around, used my sander to bring out some of that brown underneath the paint. Now we will take those paint stir sticks that we stained earlier, and we are just going to hot glue those directly on to the fencing. And this will cover up the metal rack lines behind that, and it just makes it look a lot more clean. I wish we didn't have the two lines of the wood touching, but it is what it is, and you'll see I end up covering it with some greenery. But this would be so beautiful in a dining room, in an entryway to your home. And you guys, it is so easy to make, which I loved. And you could see, like, it's so bright. It's perfect for this time of year. And if you use the zip ties, you could use it for a lot more than what I did. So I hope you enjoyed that.
So that was our first DIY, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. As I said before, this is Try It Tuesday. So Try It Tuesday is a challenge I host the last Tuesday of every month where YouTubers can join a playlist. The link will be down in the description box for you. And basically, we're just duping or recreating, putting our own twist on people that we're inspired by, whether that be somebody that has like a Facebook group that they do live videos on, YouTube, Pinterest, blogs. I mean, it can be inspiration from anywhere, but the whole point is to give credit where credit is due and share with our subscribers the amazing creators that are out there in this world. So make sure you check down in my description box because I'll have the link for everybody that I was inspired by and their videos. I will also have the link for the playlist so you can see the other YouTube creators that joined in on this challenge. So make sure to check that out. And you guys know the drill. If you're digging me, if you're digging the video, if you're digging the DIYs, then make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. It really is a great free way to help your girl out here on YouTube. And with that said, let's go ahead and get back into the DIYs.
So this one is creator unknown. If you guys know like the original DIYer maybe who made these, let me know. But I got this inspiration off of Pinterest. So I'm going to take the larger, what do you call these? They're not crates, pallets, small mini long pallets from Dollar Tree. And I'm going to just stain the front of them. I'm not trying to get in all the nooks and crannies here. I'm not going to do the back, but that's up to you. So I'm going to stain all 4 of these, and then I'm going to lay them out as shown here. Here we go. I'm going to lay them the other way though. I end up switching it up. So I'm going to take some painter's tape, and I'm going to take this, what is this called? Sanding block. And I'm going to use that for a guide as to how high up I want to put my painter's tape. And you can see I just put it all the way across. I use my craft knife to just cut in between the seams. So I get a nice, I was going to say even. So it's the same size all the way around. That's what I meant. And since my tape didn't want to stick to these pallets because my stain wasn't dry, I had to hold that sucker down. And now I'm just painting it with Linen White by Rust-Oleum. Make sure to get the sides of these as well. I'm going to do this same thing with all 4 of these pallets. If you hear Mo, she's making some noises. I don't know what she wants. And then we are just going to hot glue them together. So you can see I'm only applying the hot glue to the horizontal pieces of the wood. And then it holds it together very well. Of course, you can add more. Now, I chose not to put a base on mine. You can if you want, but I wanted to just be able to like set a base inside of there. So I wasn't too worried about a bottom piece. So after these are all glued together, I decide to use this ribbon, which I saw you guys, Dollar Tree is getting back in again. I did try this silver, like the metal ribbon on this, but it just looked too fancy for what we were doing. So I ended up going against it and using this one. So I just hot glue it all the way around, tack it off in the back. You could probably hear Momo's nails on the floor. And then I'm going to get some twine. I'm going to make a finger bow, which y'all, I will have an updated real-time bow video coming out in I think June. So look out for that. I'll go over so many of the bows that I use here. And you guys, that's it. Make as many of these as you want. I think these are great decor filler pieces for like a hall tree, bookshelf, or even like on a tray in the kitchen with some candles and a sign like I have it set up here. So I love this one. And our next one is by Moss Sparkles. I loved how easy and cute hers was. Mine, I didn't distress it, so it's definitely a lot different. I'm taking this little basket thing from Savers for $2.99. You can also use the gold baskets from Dollar Tree or the plastic ones like she did. Then I just spray painted mine white. And now taking this sign from Dollar Tree, I am going to take the greenery off and I'm going to take the ribbon off. I saw this out of the corner of my eye on my shelf and I was like, oh my gosh, this is going to make making a wreath so much easier. So I grab my boxwood. I get my boxwood from Walmart and you get a pretty healthy bunch for not that much money. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go around. I cut all my pieces down and then you can see like it's blocking some of the letters. So just keep on adding your greenery and then you could kind of like prune your branches here so that we can see the lettering. So you'll see I just take my scissors, kind of cut it, and then I'll add it back in, but in smaller pieces here. But if you don't have one of these, you could also use like an embroidery hoop. You can cut a circle out of foam board. You can make one just like she did in her video. So there are tons of options for making a wreath. And then after that, I just used the twine it came on, some floral wire, and I tried to hook it up in the middle. And I really like doing this instead of hot gluing it on, because that way I could reuse the basket. I could reuse the wreath for another project. And it was just so simple to make. I do like, sorry, thought I cut all this out. You guys are welcome. I do like how much more distressed hers is. And remember, she uses the Dollar Tree plastic little organizing basket. So you should definitely be able to find one of those instead of the one that I used here. So definitely check our link out down in the description box. And our last one is from Amber Strong. She is more, she is on Facebook more than she is on YouTube. So I'm going to take these two boxes right here. I'm going to go ahead and take these sawtooth hangers off. I only have 2 of these left in my stash, so when they come back out, I need to stock up. Okay, so don't worry about taking the stickers off. You're going to pop those little inserts off. And then I'm going to take, this is like a burlap, kind of like scrapbook paper. I think I got the bundle at Hobby Lobby. Now, I'm going to measure the entire box of 1 because this is going to go on the top. This is going to be our top piece. You'll see I'm making no sense right now. All right, then we're going to take another one. I try to be lazy and like push it in, and then I cut it all wonky. You guys just do it right the first time like your mother says. And so I ended up measuring, and it's 5 by 5 on the inside, you guys. So after I cut those, we are going to paint the insides and outsides of our boxes. You do not have to worry about covering the paper or covering the bottom sides of your boxes because they will eventually be covered. It did take me about 2 coats of white to do this, but you guys, with all these DIYs, use your color choice and have fun with it. So after those were painted, I ended up, the janky one, I ended up putting in the top of our box. The box that's going to be the top, this one. Okay, and then I hot glue one of them on the bottom of this box. So this is going to be our top piece, okay? Then I set that aside. The next square is going to be the bottom of our plant box. So I apply some hot glue, and then I'm going to stick that piece in there. You could use scrapbook paper as well. And now we're going to take the large craft sticks from Wally World, and we are going to use 4 on each side. Now, I will say this, make sure at least one of your sides, so whatever is going to be your bottom box, that those sticks are absolutely flush with it, because if you bring it up to stand it up and a little bit of that stick is like hanging on the bottom, you're going to have a lopsided planter box. So I'm going to go ahead and continue to go around this. Now you could use this as like a cute little like tool chest too. You'll see after I put it together. And I believe Amber stained hers. I decided to go white with mine. So again, it's you do you. Have fun with the colors, whatever your vibe is in your house. All right, so then I'm going to do that on a third side, and then I will be done here. So this could be used for so many other things. I mean, you could add twine to the tops and make handles. I mean, so many things. Okay, so I almost was going to leave the wood raw because I thought it went with the burlap a little bit, but I ended up painting. So I painted the outside white, but I left the inside of the craft sticks like a raw wood. You guys know I like doing that. I feel like it just adds a little bit more dimension to a piece instead of it being like all one color. But you guys, that is absolutely it for this DIY, and you have yourself the cutest little planter box. And I like that she turned the box over on the top so that you can put more decor on it. You could put another plant. You could even put like a hook up in this and have like a hanging succulent or like air plant or something. think it would be so cute. Thank you guys for joining me. Make sure to check out the playlist down below and also the links to all of the creators that I shared in my video today. I hope you have a good one, and I'll be back on Saturday with a new Dollar Tree haul. What are you eating down there? It couldn't be anything good, because I'm sure there's just trash on the floor. I hope it's not another wood bead. You don't have to get sad-eyed with me. I'm just asking a question. You do you. Hey, whoa. Hanky. I didn't do it, Mom. Huh? I didn't do what you're accusing me of. I heard you chewing though, so. Oh, you're such a big baby. It gets hair all over Mommy. Love you. Does the background matter to you guys? Did you like going like through my house on different backgrounds? Or are we good right here? You know, I'm here to make you guys happy. So you tell me. Okay. This is my third one in a row. Yeah, I'm totally just have this like on top of this, and I tucked it into my strap so it doesn't show, and then we're covering it with hair. Work smarter, not harder, right? Okay. Try it to stay. Okay. Yep, we're done. Okay, bye.